Alright, welcome back. Oh man, so this is part 2 of the Sleepless Empire, which is what I'm calling my little Let's Play series of Stellaris 2.0 for several reasons. One, I have not had a lot of sleep because of medical reasons, and also because I have a lot on my mind. So I'm trying to close this window, which I accidentally opened because it shares the hotkey with the game capture system. So excuse me a moment. Well, there we go. I hope I did not stop the recording. But now I have to check. Now I have to pick no, we're still recording. Good. Alright, there we go. So, if you skipped the first part, you didn't miss much. I attempted in vain to show a whole bunch of mods, and it turns out one of those mods, just one of them, is crashing the whole system, so I had to just switch them all off, and I had to settle for, you know, vanilla, which I know this is limited, but there's still a lot of new stuff in 2.0, so I'm hopeful. As you can see by our glorious capitalist symbol here, I have chosen a very materialistic society. The whole society of our civilization in space here seems to revolve around fashion or something, or I don't know, Starbucks coffee, something. Anyway, oh excuse me, I'm still sniffling from something. It's dusty in here. Okay. So here's our homeworld, Seattle. It was originally supposed to be a Cascade sort of world, like Cascadia, damp and wet. But I had to settle for, you know, vanilla stuff, so it went back to just being continental. Boring. Here's our governor, Swayze, too. Actually, this doesn't really. Sotu, yeah, Sotu, that's it. Yeah, so I used to know some Chinese. It's been a while. Our people are the anti-nudists. They love fashion. They hate being naked. That's what I've decided. I don't remember how I decided on this. Here's our cool looking base. Oh, our base in space. But in addition to the usual base around your planet, the spaceport, if you will, there's a new base in the middle of the solar system. Now every system has to have this new base, right? The shipyard. So this is the Light of Rainier Station, now departing. You have these little module slots here where you can put different modules. We can put a trading hub here. Okay, and that's for merchants, that's good. Missile batteries are good. Gun batteries. This anchorage thing is necessary to support the growth of your navy. So if you need a bigger navy, that's what you do. If you find yourself building multiple ships overlapping each other, you're going to need more shipyards, right? And we can upgrade this, or we can even downgrade it if we, I guess, if we need more money or something. Sure. And it's got no defense platforms. You can build those. Everything is this new auto best design. If you go into the ship design area here, oops, nope, not that one, to this one, right? You can still design stuff. You can still design your Corvettes and all that jazz, but you can do this autocomplete thing too, and you can maximize everything. There's also a reactor booster, so there's finally something to put in this A space, which is usually, you know, for overdrive or something. There's finally something to put in there instead of being useless for the first part of the game. You could be like, I'll spend more money. make a reactor booster, right? And this will just add additional power generation systems and increase the ship's reactor output. But that's good, because if you have, look at this, if we take this away, right, our speed is only 170. If you put this back in here, you're just gonna eke out just a little bit more speed, and that might help you, and a little bit more evasion, right? And every little bit counts sometimes. So yeah, why cheap out? This is the lives of your citizens. Are they not worth the price? And we're starting out with just some red lasers and mass drivers. I don't think we got to pick any of this stuff. I mean, it's weird, like some of the options are gone. We used to be able to pick what kind of weapons we'd start with, and what kind of hyperdrive system or light speed system we had, and all that's kind of gone now. So, okay. Alright, anyway, what are we gonna call this hunk of junk? Let's, customer service. Yes, that's what it feels like sometimes, dealing with customer service these days. Right? Like you're being shot with lasers and little teeny tiny particles of matter in an epic battle to just fix your phone or whatever it is. Yeah, we're gonna put auto upgrade on, so that way when we build our ships to destroy our many enemies who have no fashion sense, we'll send them back to the pits, back to the darkness. Alright, let's see, we've got a couple different worlds here. We've got a sciencey world where we can do physics research called Moulineau. Moulineau? It's a French planet. And we got energy world pro class. Nothing but pro. Another sciencey world, Rattenbury. What do we got? Oh, a mineral world, Tranche. Très tranché. Alright, I don't know what that means. I might be swearing. I don't know. Here we go. We got a frozen world with minerals. Saint Natchbull. Alright, and then Finn Castle is just a useless world. Just a big useless hunk of something. Maybe later we can make some use of it. We got some more planets out here. Right, but we can't do anything with them, so why do we even care? Hinckley's Hope. It sounded so great, and then you get there and oh, we've wasted our space exploration funds on nothing. But that's the previous generation. We didn't have to do any of that in the game yet. So what do we have? We're starting off with a mining station. Okay, that's good. And I don't know what it's mining, but alright. What's this? We got a science vessel. These are extremely important now, because without science vessels, you cannot explore anymore. Used to be, you could take your strike force, and what I liked to do was divide my strike force up as much as I could, and just split them off into the universe and explore the galaxy with just our military might. And if you ran into something, it's like you kind of had a chance to fight it. No, not so much. Now you have to send out your science vessels and make them go places before anything is done. Construction ships, you didn't used to need a whole lot of these. Now you need a whole lot more because they're super useful now. So building star bases used to be building outposts, and that was kind of like, well, you're wasting your political sway to sort of have an arbitrary hold over some section of space that may or may not shrink or grow. And you might lose other mining stations and science research stations and even observation posts that you've already built to other races just on this arbitrary push and pull in the galaxy. And they got rid of that. Now it's very, very strict. If you do not put a starbase in a system, you probably don't own it at all. I'm pretty sure. I have not yet had any gains in any section of space in my previous test game that didn't have one of these star bases. Okay, so before the turn even begins, there's a lot of prep work to do. First, maximizing out all the science. Science is super important. It always has been in any one of these strategy games. And if you science hard, you will gain an advantage. And the more advantages you gain, the better it is for your empire. So, physics research. What's going to be more useful, you think? A physics lab or a power plant? Well, we don't have any physics labs yet. So let's start there. I think. Do we even have a section for physics on our planet? Yes, we do. It's uninhabited. Now, I'm going to cheat a little bit. Diverge from my sciencing and show you this. This is some sort of monument with a name that I cannot pronounce. Sorry. So you're gonna need these to produce unity, because right now we're producing 0. No, what? 2.14, but we have 0 stored. Okay, so we need unity. Unity's so important now, because there's all these things you can gain from unity that are gonna determine what kind of civilization in space you become. And I keep using that word, but we all know what that's referencing, a totally different game. And then if you can max out one of these trees, that's kind of the goal, because independently some of these are just kind of meh, but if you can max one of these out, you get these really nice ascension perks, which are really good to have. So that's kind of what I've been doing, and I don't know the right way to do it yet. I'm just going to show you my way, and it might be wrong. So you might end up losing if you follow my advice. But hey, at least I tried. Alright, so this lady, Aunt Turner, has she's an expert in materials, right? So if we gave her a material-based concept to study, it's going to take her 640 turns, right? But she's going at 27% research speed. Okay, now we could give her something else. Whoops. No. Oh, hold on a second. What else we got? What else we got? Change research. We could give her this engineering building, right? And it will only take her 500 turns, right? But she's only going at 12% extra speed here. So yeah, it's all kind of a trade-off, but we don't have but we need at least one engineering facility, right? So yeah, anyway, it's still faster to do this in this example, so we're gonna go that way. This guy has one of the most useless perks, which is adaptability. So he's not really good at anything, right? He's just good at gaining leadership skills really fast, and he might pick something up later. So it doesn't matter what we give him. Okay. Oh, monthly unity +2. That's good. I'm gonna say that probably trumps everything in this new version of Stellaris. So, but this handshake thing is statecraft. So let's see if we can actually find a better scientist to do statecraft. What we got? Mark Kingsley is nope, and von Falkenstein. Nope, it's nope, and that's another useless thing. Just living a long time. Yeah. So right now we don't have a lot of good scientists to pull from. Right, we already have, but we do have a maniacal researcher. So what we can do is we can replace her with Walter von Falkenstein, right? Except now we can't do that anymore. No. Okay. Yep. This is different. Now recruiting scientists doesn't cost influence. It used to. Influence used to get you scientists right off the bat. Now you got to build up energy credits, so you can't cheat and just get the scientists you want right away, which used to be part of my method, and then they fixed that. The struggle is real. Alright. That's a research station. So that's already... This is the good thing about the updates, is that we're already getting a few resources. We're getting some research, and some energy, and some minerals. Right off the bat. Right out of the gate. So, let's look at our science ship. Our science ship actually has somebody with the correct skill set. Sanvi Putapa. She's got that survey speed going, so her survey is going to be super fast, and we've already surveyed our own solar system, of course. So, the logical thing to do is to survey the next system over, right? And honestly, that's the only place we'll be able to go, because now everything is more like Star Trek in a way. You know, in Star Trek, the exploration vehicles, the ones that are peaceful and, you know, only have like minimal defenses, they're the ones that go out first. And they sort of have this diplomatic, science-y approach to seeing, okay, what and who is out here? And then you can expand out and say, alright, well, this planet's uninhabited. We'll just take this one and that one. Yeah, so we're going to send them out, and that's a free thing we can do, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's see. What are the gains we're taking here? We're gaining physics research. Alright, we got 10 credits every turn. But let's get some more minerals. Then again, yeah, science is important. Yeah. Yeah, let's do science first. Let's max out our physics. Why not? I don't really know the right way to start this off. Alright, now our turn hasn't even started yet. We haven't even started time. Time is paused. Right? I'm just planning. Okay, and we've planned out that this construction site is going to go here. And what that'll do is that when the population starts to grow, they'll automatically fill into places where you've started to build something. And it's really kind of useless to build more than one thing at a time, unless you're really bad at babysitting your planets. There's no point in recruiting a bunch of armies, not right now, because we don't even have contact with alien life. And what we really need to do is to beef up the fleet so that when we do meet aliens, they don't attack us, and to beef up our everything else, right? We need more science ships to explore the galaxy, and probably more construction ships to claim it. So, okay. Let's see if I've taken care of everything that I can. The strike force, there's really no point in moving it. It was just sad. It's just gonna sit there until we have a war. So, yeah, all our little Seattleites, our anti-nudists, are just sitting in their spaceships and their spacesuits, not naked, not in a sauna or in an onsen or some scandalous thing. No, this is a fully G-rated universe. There they go. There go my little ships. This is normal speed. And I just let it go at normal speed for a second so you can understand why normal speed sucks. Yep. There they go. There's some little miners in there. Oh, look at that. They've already got some... Uh-oh. 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 What is this? Nope. Okay. No! Never! Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Alright. So, oh, look at that. That's cool. They're filling in the blanks. Pew, pew, pew. Putting that together. That's a really cool improvement on the graphics there. I have to take back some of what I said earlier in episode 1. They did do some new stuff. That's impressive. Okay. Where are you, wanderer? Oh, you're just sitting at the edge, warping, or something. There you go. Warp. Here we are. We're exploring another system. And there we go. And then now that this system's been explored by a science vessel, we can actually send somebody there. But I don't even know if there's a point yet, because we just don't know yet. So, if you look up here in the corner, right, this is very important. Every time it hits a new month, that's kind of like the next turn. So that's when you get more resources or lose resources, depending on how things are going for you. And when you get more research, and let's see.
Construction project concluded.
Great. Now, you can pause it using the space bar, and it's important sometimes. Some of these pause automatically and some don't, depending on your settings. I think they fixed some of that though. So the ISS accommodator completed the construction of a research station in orbit of the French planet, so that we can research these Parisian designs for tracksuits or something. Okay, that's nice. And then that'll give us more physics research, right? So we can have frictionless underwear or whatever we're developing for our anti-nudist. So that's helpful for them. And now we can send our construction crew on their next mission. And there's really not a whole lot for them to do yet, because I think this whole system has to be surveyed. Yeah. We can't. I think we at least have to survey the star, because we can't claim that yet at all. We can't even send them out there. So, oh well. Oh man, they don't have enough money either. Okay, that's actually their problem. We don't have, well, not energy credits, but when I'm saying money here, I mean minerals. I guess it depends how you look at it. This is kind of like a gem symbol, actually. So yeah, we don't have enough minerals to build anything. What would we do? Get more minerals? That seems to be the solution. So I'm just gonna send them here into orbit. Nope, whoop, wrong planet. There we go. to the moon of Fincastle, St. Natchbull. Grab some minerals from there, and we're just gonna max out our potential. So that's great. And I'm just waiting for the month to pass, and now we can build it. There we go. So yeah, that's why normal speed kind of sucks. It's good for narrating because I have time to show you as things progress how each and everything works.
Anomaly found.
Right? Okay. Now this part is where it didn't used to pause, and now it does. And so, but I've got this twitchy finger where I want to pause it every time I see it pop up, because I'm like in panic mode all the time now. Now the failure risk is really high, so we're not going to do that right now. We're going to wait until our Unity gives us a bunch of techno advantages, and then our survey risks will go way down. So we're just going to leave that be for now. It's not going to go anywhere, right? We're just going to let the wanderer continue wandering through this whole system, and they can find other stuff for now. Right? Look, we've already found out that this system is great for energy credits, and that's what the Sleepless Empire wants. They never sleep. They're always making money, so that they can thread those needles and get those spindles spinning and get those weavers weaving and make some clothes. They're probably going out to nature, putting clothes on raccoons and crazy things like that. That's how Rocket Raccoon really got his start, was here. That's his real homeworld. But that's a secret origin story, don't tell anyone. Alright. let's unpause. Let's get the world moving again. So that's good. We've got construction going on, and
Construction project
it's
concluded.
already done. It's already done, and we've finished, and we don't even have enough money to go to the next project. See, this is where I think the game is lacking in some balance here, but whatever. Let's go here, and yeah, we don't even have enough minerals to build something else. How about that? Meanwhile, our starbase, we haven't even built a defense platform, and our other spaceport, which is a separate spaceport for some reason, we haven't built any of these ships. Alright, so where am I supposed to build? Here we go. The customer service class, that has to be built in the center of the solar system here, right? But we don't have any contact with alien life. We've barely begun to scratch the surface, really. So if we want to mix it up and stay balanced, we don't have enough money yet for another scientist, but we will soon. We will soon, and as soon as we do, I can justify building another science ship.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, we've completed that construction project. Okay, that was the mining station that got finished. Oh, that means that the other one was our surface construction. Yeah, there we go. And then this guy here, he's gonna inhabit this land, and when he does, we're gonna start collecting 2 Unity, so that's good. Now there's another thing we can build, but we'll have to sacrifice something. What are we making already? We're already making a lot of minerals and stuff. We don't have an empty spot. Yeah. Okay, so there's a stronghold that you can build, which that seems important, but also expensive. So we won't be building that yet. I'll wait and see what's left over. Let's focus on science. Let's focus on science, Morty. Alright. We can't build that either. We don't have enough money. Shame. Oh, wait. All we gotta do is like wait 8 days. And then we're set. So let's just begin construction on a science lab, and then that will upgrade to a physics lab later when we're done discovering the physics lab. But everything is a trade-off here, because if you build one thing, something else is going to slow down. Alright. So we've got this whole other star system out here, and we kind of have to decide if it's worth claiming. I mean, it's right next door, and we spent all that time surveying it, so probably, yeah. But I mean, we've still got this gas giant to mine. There's still that to do, and this guy's just kind of stuck here until we build this money back up again. This guy, yeah, is out here surveying.
System survey concluded.
Okay, the survey's complete. What did we find? Okay, now we gotta pause it, because we gotta look at this system here. If we go and claim this system, it's gonna give us this strategic junction to these 2 others. And it's gonna give us whatever anomaly this turns out to be, whatever that bonus might be, plus these 6 energy credits, which, that's alright. That's pretty decent. But is it worth our time? So here's another one that leads off to what might be an important junction. So let's check out this one first. Let's go round robin here. See if that's more important to claim right now. Decisions. So yeah, I'm gonna start time up again. Seattle's doing well. It's going very slowly here, but it's doing alright. Okay, we're gonna... Let's fast track this. I'm gonna turn the speed up a little bit here. That way we've got money coming in a little faster, or it's gonna seem that way anyway. Any moment now. We're just waiting. Just waiting to mine this one other planet pro class. Nope, not quite. Not quite. There's our survey ship, which is just finally caught up. And they're just passing through. They're gonna go right off to the next one. Okay, now we've got money to mine here, but we also have enough money to build a starbase, right? So this is now claimable. We've surveyed this whole system. We could just build a starbase here, and it's gonna cost us just a little bit more than it would have to, you know, build a mining station. And it's going to bring our construction guy this way, though. Now, if we do that, I don't think we'll be able to mine here. I don't think we're going to get these 4 energy credits. So, what's the point? Yeah, so that's a little deceptive, isn't it? But I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it gives us those energy credits, if those are still mineable afterwards. Why not? For science. For science! We'll just claim as much as we can. Why not? Just take as many territories as possible. I don't know what we're going to do with it. We'll figure it out later. Alright. Here's our science ship. The one and only. The Wanderer. Wandering quickly through to the other side. Wander, wander, wander.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, great. Now this thing means we have an inactive building, and sometimes it's kind of a waste, but I wanted to show you that, you know, I'm not good at babysitting my planets. So this will already set up the next build site, right? So that, not the next build site, but the next site where people are gonna flock to. There's jobs here. This is creating jobs. So when these anti-nudists have filled up their fully clothed population around this weird looking monument that looks like, I don't know, one of those things you put over a baby crib, then they're gonna go to this weird looking building, which is nothing like any of the buildings that you see here in the portraitscape, or the landscape of, what am I saying? I'm just making up words now. Portraitscape. This landscape of Seattle of the future. This looks nothing like these buildings. There's some oversight here. Look, this looks like one of the buildings from the other kinds of cities. I don't know. I'm just saying that there should have been some attention to cultural detail. I mean, you've already got a game that's basically just 2D. How hard is it to make individual labs that look like they match the rest of your city? I'm just saying. Ideas for the next one, for 3.0. The Renaissance. That can be the Renaissance expansion. Where stuff actually looks like it belongs with other things. Alright. So, things are cruising along in Seattle. Everything's fine. We haven't met any alien life forms. So, we don't have any wars going on. You can't have a space war until you meet and greet alien life. Or until you meet them and they shoot you, or you shoot them at least. So okay, you can't have a space war without talking. You could talk with your guns. I hope it doesn't come to that. That would be terrible. But yeah, alright, so we're still in the process of claiming this planet. I mean, this solar system with all these planets. That'll give us so many planets. Most of them useless, it turns out. But for the purposes of demonstration, that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna claim this system as Mike. As Mike. One of them, I don't know how to pronounce that. See, this is a much better system. We've already discovered that there's a possibly an habitable planet. Oh, look at that. It's a continental world. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be the next place we call home. There we go. Oh, the Wanderers made a startling find on Kolodor 1. The planet's teeming with alien life. Oh, this is the first time in history we found other life forms not in Seattle. I guess there was this place called Oregon next door. They had some ducks. This amazing discovery silenced those who believed that we were alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found in Kolodor are sapient or know about, you know, the Labor Day rule where you don't wear white pants or something, it is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are fully clothed. Alright, we may not be alone out there. This is how we're gonna measure intelligence. Yeah. So where did they shop? Did you buy that on sale? Who were you wearing? Could you imagine aliens coming to Earth and being like, who are you wearing? That's their first question. Excuse me? Oh, the Sleepless Empire is abuzz with news, because we're hyped up on caffeine all the time with news of the alien. This is discovered by the ISS Wanderer some time ago. While far from intelligent, there is life out there, but they don't have the store card to get all the bonuses and the BOGOs and the discounts, and they're not racking up points. They're very poor shoppers, but intriguing nonetheless that such life may exist. It brings up a lot of questions. Look how we've got like this dip going on in this little 3D hyperlane universe of ours. That's kind of cool. It's not just like some flat landscape. The hyperlanes kind of give you a good sense of you know, the Z coordinates, if you will, of everything out here. So the Wanderer is still wandering about Kolodor. We gotta change the name of that system. And the construction crew over here, they're taking their sweet time setting up a starbase. Look at that. It's coming together though. Ooh. We're almost...
Construction project complete.
Oh, we're done. Okay, I got to pause that one. So we're done building this military power. Okay. It's a space station, yeah. Let's see. No ships in orbit. Defenses, nothing. And needs an upgrade to become on par with our other one, right? So these become your lines of defense as to whether or not you've claimed a system now. See how that has grown our borders just a little bit. But the good thing here is I can still mine this whole planet. Look at that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm still making 8. And let's look over here real quick. Let's see. It has to be fully surveyed, so unfortunately I can't really do what I was planning on. But I already have 150 stored up, so I think it's high time we build something else, right? I guess one science ship is pretty okay for now. This Empire's not making as many minerals as my last one was. I was doing like 30 minerals a turn in my last one. I think I just got lucky. So let's put some customer service agents out there. let's build some ships. Get some defense going. Build some new things, right? See this? Look at this Navy capacity. We could have 20 units built up, and what do we got? Nothing. Now that we're gonna have, you know, this empire growing out into the universe, we have to defend it. You know, if you can't defend what you've claimed, why did you claim it? That's kind of useless, right?
System survey concluded.
Man, this is gonna be expensive. Okay. Oh, now we've finished the survey. Like, okay. I guess we were closer to finishing than I thought. There's a joke in there somewhere. Oh, man. This point right here seems real crucial to these hyperlane spaces. Yeah. Maybe I should actually explore that first, even though this is technically closer. Yeah. That's... This hyperlink thing introduces a whole new level of ponderance here. Okay, we're gonna move this guy here into orbit of this star so that he's ready to mine should we need him.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, again we have to pause because for some reason it doesn't when we get this alert here. Okay, so we got we read that. Okay, so the strike force has just added another corvette basically, right? But the cool thing is we can upgrade all of them, right? We could just upgrade the whole fleet for 15 minerals. Here's the thing, I do not recommend this unless you're ready to, if your fleet's maxed out, right? When your fleet is finally ready, or if you're about to go into battle, I don't think you should upgrade, because there's going to be so many discoveries along the way, and you might build so many new styles of ships that you might be wasting your money if you upgrade to every single new model on every turn. So I'd say hold off on that. Also, there's no sense in getting a general or an admiral rather until you are prepared for entering flight, at least flying somewhere and doing some space battles, because otherwise you're just gonna waste your energy credits, because now it's all energy credits. Now the good thing is we got 300, and I've kind of had a mental bork because we should have gone and recruited this guy. There we go. And now we can replace this guy with someone who's a bit more dedicated to their job. No offense, Lubomir, but yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna bring this up to 17%. It's a little bit better, right? Let's see if we can replace Ann Turner with someone coming up here. No, now it's just, man, field manipulation. There's, I guess they're passing out those degrees like candy. Yeah. Do you need a degree in field manipulation? Come to the University of Seattle online. You can earn your degree in 4 weeks. It's one of those programs. So, okay. So that's kind of the basics about how to play the new Stellaris 2.0. I don't think there's that much that's different from this point on, right? You've got a starbase capacity where you can have a total of 3 upgraded starbases. So basically like 3 main bases. So you want to make sure that those are strategically placed, right? Don't just go upgrade willy-nilly out in the boondocks here. When we claim this system, that is probably where we'd put another one, because that's going to become a habitable planet, and that's kind of done the same way as it was before, where you go to the spaceport and you build a colony ship, and you send them out to colonize. And if you haven't seen the first version of Stellaris, yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about exactly. But yeah, that's about it. Those are the main things that are different, right? Oh, we're really close to Unity, so let me just real quick show you one of those. Okay, real quick here. We're on fast track. 30, boom. One more month, and then we get it. Oh boy, let's go super fast. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, now we're back to normal speed. Oh, I kind of want to see what's over here. Alright, yeah, just some planets. There we go, we'll get this little alert. It's got the little drama icon. Traditions are available. We have enough Unity to adopt a new tradition of discovering the latest fashion trends in the universe. We have to find all these anomalies. Alright, so you've got the effects of adopting discovery. Our curiosity about the universe is what got us this far, and there's still so much left to discover because we've left everything to the imagination. Alright, so adopting this will give us reduced anomaly failure risk, so we can go back to those little microscope icons and study that without worrying about, oh, our scientists fat fingered the button and blew the planet up or something. You know, it's just they're a little more careful, Now, the finisher effect is if we adopt all of these, right? Then we get our research speed up by 10%, and we get 1 ascension perk slot. And these ascension perks are really nice. You know, this one, technologies, let's see, research speed 10% across the board. This one is starbase influence and cost minus 20%. One vision, monthly Unity 10% across the board, which is great if for the long game. This is probably a good one to get, because the more you multiply your Unity, the more perks overall you can grab. But it depends how we're doing. If we're not doing so great, we might need to snag one of these other ones, right? Like expansion is good for colony development, and we're already on the verge of having a colony. So, man, maybe that one's good, right? What would this give us? Yeah, capital buildings would produce more Unity. So that's good for building up our Unity index here. Starbase influence costs reduced. Okay. Yeah, colony speed, starbase capacity increased. So that could be good too. It depends on your playstyle. Maybe you want to dominate. You want to dominate the universe? We don't have anyone to dominate yet, so it's like, why? That would just give us, let's see, demand vassalization and tribute from people. But we only have 4 out of 20 ships. Seriously, who are we kidding? Prosperity's good if you're low on cash. Harmony is good if you, for some reason, bonked up your politics. And diplomacy's good if you found out you have a lot of neighbors and you don't quite know how to get along with them. Supremacy is good if you just found yourself in the middle of a bunch of Ravengers all of a sudden at the beginning of your game. You're gonna have to battle something, right? Or if you are the Ravengers, this is good too, because look, the adoption effect is your starbase capacity is increased by 2 and your upgrade cost is reduced by 20%. So you could get those main bases out there a lot quicker, and you know, that's something that would help you even if, you know, you're not ready to go to war yet. You're just setting the stage, and then you can worry about ship build speeds and claiming stuff and army damage. And I'm gonna be honest, this is real tempting, but I haven't even found anybody to conquer or be diplomatic with, so it's gonna be one of these. And I'm just partial to science. I just think that's the smart way to go. So we're gonna go with science. I'm gonna science it up. I think that's all for episode 2. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So if you've come this far, please subscribe, and then also click the bell thing. That's a new thing, but that counts, I guess, towards something. Eventually, this will become more important if I've got like thousands of people subscribing. I don't even care if you watch all of them. If you just like this one, it's just nice to subscribe to people and be like, yeah, I'll help you out, buddy. Sure. It's just the friendly thing to do. So yeah, you don't ever have to watch another one of these again. But yeah, you will, because if you were bored enough to watch this, if you're stuck at work and you're like, man, I can't play Stellaris, but I could watch someone play Stellaris. Oh, yeah, I know that's what you're up to. Exactly. Or you need some tips. If I find any, I'll give them to you. But right now, I don't know. I'm just figuring this out myself. So we'll take this journey together, and we'll share your comments. I want to hear everything about your life. What brought you to Stellaris, and why you broke up with your girl or boyfriend, or maybe multiples, because now that's a weird societal thing that we have, where we're going back to that. Where it's just like, let's have the thing we tried in the 60s, and it's more nuanced now. Everything's different, but that keeps things interesting. So yeah, tell me all your societal woes. Tell me about your fashion thoughts. Where should the light of Rainier take us tomorrow? Oh boy, oh my gosh, we're staring at the sun. Okay, thanks for watching the Dapper Raptor channel. I'm Mike, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.